Hey everyone, how are we today? Just doing a quick all signs reading, looking at the person you're not currently in contact with. Okay, so I'm sorry if I look a bit disheveled today. All I can smell is bleach. It's driving me insane. I've ripped up every single fingernail I own. I've been having obviously a very busy fortnight, so I am sorry for all the delays and whatnot on the channel. Hopefully next week we will be sort of getting back to normal sort of scheduling. To be completely honest, I'm amazed I've been able to put up videos at all because I have been super hectic, very busy, and I will be very busy for the next couple of days as well. So hopefully, come the end of Sunday, that will all be over and done with, and we'll be able to sort of move on from that whole big move. It has been quite a big move for me. Okay, so no contact today. We're going to be looking at, I do have a brand new deck. Yes, I know. You don't need to tell me stop buying new stuff. I will be sort of easing off for a little while, I promise. But this one is a brand new Lenormand deck, the Jester Lenormand. Okay, and it is just a standard deck, but there are a few little extra additions to this deck. So I'll just show you here with the Rider, the first card in the deck. We do have in, you can kind of see the spots, the white spots that we see at the top and bottom. The addition of this deck is they've made it a lot clearer to see the timing and the yes and no side of things. Okay, so if we see a black spot at the top, that's a no. If we see a white spot at the top, that is a yes. There is also grey spots, which is kind of, the in-between, the undecided answer. Then with the bottom dots, we do sort of see the timing. Okay, so with the white dots, that is very soon, very quickly. With the black dots, that is, taking a long time. And then with the grey dots, it's relatively soon, but not like rush. Okay, so it's really good to have that, visual going on with this particular deck so that we can sort of get a quicker idea of yes and no, as well as, some time frames. I do pretty much know most of the cards when it comes to timing and the yes or no side of things as well. But, like I said, it's great to have that visual. So especially too, if you're not very well versed in the Lenormand, it is quite a good basic first deck to learn the basics. The guidebook that it does come with has the descriptions of that there, but it does also have, just the total basic meaning of each card. So once again, using the rider as my example, I've just shuffled the deck, so I've lost it again. But that rider card, it says the basic meaning here: news or messages. So it is, I would expand on that quite a lot, but that is the very sort of basic understanding of the card meaning. So it is a really good starter deck. So if you are someone who is interested in learning Lenormand, this Jester Lenormand deck is actually quite a good learner deck. I have sort of discovered there. Especially too with the yes/no answers, I do find a lot of people do like to, just get that quick card of the day with a yes or a no to a quick question kind of vibe. It really does become useful in that sense as well. I do also have the Hidden Truth Oracle with me as well, so we'll be grabbing some messages from that as well. So I might actually start with the Hidden Truth, and because I really did enjoy doing those Oracle first as kind of an overview during the weekly readings. So I may actually do that today as well. But I am going to start with Libra. So you will see me taking timestamps as always. So we've got 5:35 and we'll say hi to Libra. How are we today? 4:35, I should have said, sorry. Making sure I've got those timestamps correct, Libra. Libra and the person they are not currently in contact with. The hidden truth of this situation, Libra and the person that they are not currently in contact with. Okay, Libra. So, firstly, we do have I hide behind material things. Okay, so that's kind of like trying to buy your way out of misery. Basically, I sometimes feel that that card is all about it's that hiding behind, oh, I've got this great new thing to play with, and like material type things like. I'll focus on my clothing. I'll focus on my looks. I'll focus on playing video games. I'll focus on this and that and this and that instead of focusing on the inner world of what's really going on for this person. But they do want to tell you how they feel. That particular card there, I want to tell you how I feel. So that does let us know that there is a depth of feeling in this person for you, Libra. And they want to share that with you, but for some reason they feel as though they can't. And then we also have the timing just wasn't right for us. Okay, so that definitely could be divine timing. It does sometimes talk about they feel as though in time it may be the right time, but then other times it feels like, oh, that's a missed opportunity. Okay, Libra and the person that they are not currently in contact with. Okay, and just clarity for that third card. Is that Libra or somebody else, please? Um, yes for Libra, no for somebody else. Okay. Okay, so Libra, we are seeing the rider first and foremost. So as we saw in the intro, that's news or messages. The rider really does come in quickly with some sort of sudden good news. But what I sort of feel like the good news is you may not actually be wanting contact with this person, Libra. You may actually be wanting to finally, I feel like it's more about closure rather than wanting that person back, so to speak. Because the next card we do have is the coffin, okay? And the coffin really does talk about, endings bringing brand new beginnings. So we do sort of see, there is good news on the way towards you, that there is, a death of a situation, that closure, that closing the lid on that cycle for yourself, Libra. So I do feel as though that is going to present itself in some way good news to you, that this cycle with this person you're not currently in contact with is going to be ending out, and allowing that energy to be reformed into new energy elsewhere. So, I do feel for a lot of you that that's what the news or messages are, or for some of you, it definitely could be news that this other person is actually moving on, and that they have, entered into a new relationship. So that definitely could be the news that you're receiving about this ending, about it sort of, just becoming more finalized, one way or another. So I am just feeling that this is talking about some sort of closure for you when it comes to this no contact situation. Because then the next card we have is the ring. Okay, so that ring card really does show that new beginning, that new relationship on the other side of that coffin card, on the other side of that closure card. So we do also see that clarified with the scythe, which, as you can see, this is a little black dot. So that means no when I did ask yes or no for is this Libra or somebody else. So, this person, it does look like this person that you're not currently in contact with will be entering into a connection with somebody else, okay, in the near future. So that's what I've sort of got for you there, Libra. I hope that helps. But, at the end of the day, it's all about that closure. And you will be receiving some sort of news or message, even just within yourself, that you are finding that closure between yourself and this person, and not sort of needing to concern yourself with this no contact situation, and focus on yourself and the new beginnings for yourself as well. Okay, but more than welcome to check your other placements, Libra. But we will move on over to our Scorpios. How are we today, Scorpio? Just looking today at the person that you're not currently in contact with. Okay, Scorpio and the person that they are not currently in contact with. Okay. You don't know how hard it was to let you go, Scorpio. So they obviously struggled with going no contact with you. So whether you were the one who went no contact or whether they were, it was a big sort of struggle for them. They, even if they didn't show it, it was actually quite hard for them to do or have done. They did really struggle with that. I left when I saw you with someone. So for a lot of you, this person was the one that went no contact because they thought, even if you aren't or weren't, they saw you with someone or saw you. I don't feel as though this is talking about they saw you, with someone. I think this is more about they saw the way that you acted with other people that when they weren't there, and they saw how, how happy you were within interactions with others, and you weren't, and it made them feel like they brought you sadness and they were the ones that changed you and made you sad. Whether that is or is not the case, this is kind of how this person is feeling. It's kind of like, yeah, they saw you. It's even just like they saw the difference between, you interacting with your, just as an example, your best friend. So the way that you interacted with your best friend while this person was around, as compared to, they saw you interacting with that same best friend while they weren't in the picture, and they kind of they just saw a difference in you where you felt like you were more able to be, you just seemed more open and happy with your just your normal chatter with your best friend. So I do feel as though they, it just feels like they've sort of come across you while you've been, just chatting with friends or something at a coffee shop, and they've just seen the way you interacted differently to the way that you would have interacted, if they were present there as well. And it just sort of made them think that they were the ones that brought the sadness to your doorstep, so to speak. And I don't know, I'm just getting a strong vibe of like they feel as though you deserve better than them and that they were holding you back is the kind of vibe that I was getting from that. But I hope that you can forgive me one day. So this person is holding on to guilt over something that they may have done or said. That even just them going no contact. They are hopeful that you can forgive them. And especially that card, it says, "Forgive me one day." So they do have the hope that in the future there may be some contact between you both again. But we'll have a look here with the lenormand. Okay, Scorpio and the person that they are not currently in contact with. Yeah, so once again, okay, so we've got the garden. Okay, I know that looks not very gardenish, but there is like a little observatory room up the back here. So it's kind of like a Zen garden, okay, and you've got all the rocks displayed in their little concentric circles. So it's kind of like a little Zen garden in this card. And then the tree. I love this representation of the tree because we have a Christmas tree. Okay, so this jester deck is so cute, very vivid in its imaginings of the images. Okay, so with the garden and the tree, once again, that garden card is drawing me to that same vibe that I was feeling when I was talking about that I left when I saw you with someone. They saw you socializing. It's kind of like they saw you out and about in public with friends, with family, with somebody else, and saw the difference in the way that you socialized when they were not present. Because the tree is all about self growth and your self care. So they saw how you interacted with others while they weren't around, and it made them realize how much you had grown without them, or how much growth you were able to do without them, how much more mature and um, full you seem while you were out and about with your friends. So I'm getting that same message again, because and then we do have the clouds, and that sort of is all about their thoughts and them overthinking, and it creating some confusion for them, clouded judgment for them, even anxiety, because they're overthinking this. And so whatever it was in your particular situation where this person has seen you out in public, and seen that you've grown and you've changed without them, or there's not that you've grown or changed without them, but that you are more fully evolved without them, their presence holding you back, is kind of how I feel that's coming through. And it really sort of set this chain of thought off for them that made them overthink everything, and really realize that they feel as though they don't deserve you, and that you can do a lot better without them, that you are more you without them in your life. So if that helps explain some things for you, that may be the case. But you are more than welcome, Scorpio, to check your other placements as well. But for now, we will move on over to our Sagittarius. How are we today, Sagittarius? Just looking at the person that you're not currently in contact with. Okay, Sagittarius. Sagittarius and the person that they are not currently in contact with, please. I hid who I really am from you. Okay, so there was aspects to this person that they didn't feel that they could be fully themselves with you for some reason. I am not available. Okay, so with this card, sometimes the literal representation of this card would be that they're not available to emotional commitments, that they're already with somebody else, that kind of a vibe. But I'm not really feeling that. I'm feeling it's that emotionally available. I'm not emotionally available. I'm not sort of grown enough to and prepared enough to take on a connection like this. I'm just not available for. Yeah, it's just feeling like it feels like someone who runs from the hard stuff, and as soon as the connection gets to be to a certain point, they like freak out and run away from that. I do also have, I remember every detail of that day. So something replaying on their mind in regard to the connection. I'm not really picking up as to, hang on, I will just draw one card specifically for that one. I remember every detail of that day for Sagittarius. Okay, we have the clover. So it's a happy memory, okay? It's a happy memory that they're replaying in their head, and they are, remembering every single little detail about you and about that day. So there's obviously some happy memories that were created with this person, and they are sort of replaying those in their head. They are replaying, it's some, with the clover, it's probably linked to some sort of chance that, or a risk that one of you took, some sort of good fortune that you had, even just by meeting. It may be in the day that you met for some of you, because it does really talk about, that good fortune. So that maybe feeling, that, oh, it's so blessed that they even met you in that first place. But they are sort of replaying that in their head a little bit. Okay, Sagittarius. Sagittarius and the person they are not currently in contact with, please. Okay, so we do firstly have the garden. Okay, so that kind of once again does feel like that day that they're thinking about, that when we first met kind of vibe, because the garden is about meetings and that social out in public kind of a vibe. So I do feel as though it's meeting you in general. Sagittarius has really sort of set this person on some sort of path that's sort of stuck in their brain. You know, so there's, yeah, yeah, it does. It just feels like about meeting you. Meeting you was the pivotal moment for this person. And it really helped them realize that, you know, we do have the anchor coming out here next. It really made them realize that, you know, that they're weighed down with a lot more baggage than they thought they were. They aren't as secure and stable and dependable within themselves as they thought they were. It's making them realize that, you know, they need to find emotional stability, because here we have the woman as well, which is all about emotions and nurturing yourself. So it does feel as though this person is trying to nurture their sense of security and stability. And meeting you was the pivotal moment that's kind of set this chain of events off for them. And it's kind of making them realize that they do really need to focus on their own stability and security, because you know they're allowing things to hold them back, keep them stuck, rather than to flourish and grow as a person. So that's kind of what all I'm sort of seeing from those cards today for you, there, Sagittarius. But you know, you are more than welcome to check your other placements, of course, or check the person's placements and sort of cross watch that one as well. But for now, we will move on over to our Capricorns. Capricorn, how are we today? Okay, Capricorn. Capricorn and the person they are not currently in contact with. Whole deck wanted to come out there. I bury myself in work to forget you. Okay, so regardless of what this person does for work, or it may not even be work, okay, it may just be, you know, life and just anything, everything that they can muster, they are trying to distract themselves, okay? They're fine. It's kind of, when I see this card, it really does, you know, lead me to believe that the second that this person is left alone with their own thoughts, that all they can think about is you, Capricorn. So they are burying themselves in anything that they can to try to distract themselves, to try to forget you, because, you know, the second that they stop doing that, you know, all of a sudden the thought of you, the thought of you, the thought of you, and it takes over and it overwhelms this person. I couldn't let you get too close to me. Okay, so this person, you know, there was a little element of this person where they were totally, you know, afraid of letting you see the full extent of who they are, their full true feelings, because they knew that, oh, I'm just getting that, what, I'm trying to get the words. Sometimes I hear things, but not with the words, and I know that there's a phrase that goes with what I'm feeling, if that kind of makes sense. It's like, no, it won't tell me the words. But it's like, yeah, there's just a certain part of them that is quite vulnerable and soft, and it's kind of like, you know, if they let you get too close to them, they kind of felt that, you know, if you got too close to them, Capricorn, that you would be the only thing that could possibly destroy them, because if they let you close, if that kind of makes sense, like that, if they let you too close, that you would be, you know, yes, that it's kind of like that risk factor, that 50-50, like, you know, if they let you that close to them, that, you know, it would either be happy ever after, or you would totally destroy this person. So they were trying to protect themselves from being totally destroyed, um, by not taking that chance that this could have been happily ever after, Capricorn. So they didn't want to, you know, they weren't willing to try for the happily ever after, because they were too fearful, basically, of you know, letting you too close, because they knew that if they let you too close, that, you know, their love for you could be the one thing that could sort of destroy them in the long run. So, you know, they let fear take over. That's totally the vibe I'm getting. That fear really overread everything for this person, and that's why they're so stuck, you know, burying themselves in work as well. Um, I remember every detail of that day. So usually this does refer to a specific event that has occurred between you and that person. I am, when I'm seeing that card today, I'm grabbing an extra um, card to sort of give us a bit more info on that one. Okay, I remember every detail of that day for Capricorn. The day they lost you, Capricorn. There was, it was some sort of fight, or I'm not, it's not the fight card, it's the mice. Okay, so you can kind of see the 3 king mice there. So it does talk about loss and, the things that are eating away at their brain. So once again, I bury myself in work to try to distract myself from thinking about you, Capricorn, because I remember every single detail of that day. And I am getting drawn to the idea that, they're replaying that and trying to work out how they could have made that go differently, what they could have said to make you stay, what they could have said so that they didn't lose you, because this is the loss of you that they're replaying in their head, that they remember every single little detail about how they lost you, Capricorn. So once again, it's kind of feeling like I couldn't let you get too close to me, but you still they still kind of did, and you still kind of destroyed them, but they're realizing that it was their own fear that destroyed them more than anything. Okay, so that's quite interesting. But we'll get a bit more info here. Capricorn. Capricorn and the person they are not currently in contact with, please. Capricorn and the person they are not currently in contact with. Okay, is that is that positive or negative for Capricorn? What is that outcome for Capricorn from that? Okay, I suppose that's a positive. Okay, Capricorn. Firstly, we do have the rider. Okay, so as we saw in the intro, news or messages. So yes, the rider comes in with news pretty quickly, pretty suddenly. Comes in bearing good news. But it's sort of it's interesting what this news is actually about, because we do then have the fox, okay, as well as the woman. Okay, so with the woman, straight away we see that this is talking about emotions. Okay, this news is about emotions. All right, but the fox there. The fox sort of changes the emotional component of that. It kind of makes it so that, a little bit more manipulative, trying to manipulate your feelings a little bit, Capricorn. This news, okay? So whatever this good news on the way towards you, I do feel from this person. There may be some sort of contact coming from this person, because when I've asked, is that positive or negative, I have gotten a communication card. That's the letter. Okay, you can see this letter card is in Braille. So that is so interesting to me. I really love that representation, having the strip of, is it Braille or Braille? I think it's Braille. I was about to say maybe it's Morse code, but I'm pretty sure that that's Braille. Um, so that's a cool representation of the letter card. Okay, sometimes I've seen it in runes. I've seen it in just letters and scrolls, but to see the Braille is a really cool line there. But I'm reading that as a more positive thing, because we do see a yes up here. Okay, and we also see a quick time as well, with not only the rider, they're both quick timings. But we also have that letter with the quick timing and the yes there. So I am taking this as a sort of positive. So not so, you know, they may be trying to manipulate your emotions a little bit, or manipulate your feelings a little bit, manipulate your nurturing side as well with that feminine. You know, they may be very aware that you're, you know, somebody who likes to take care of people. You may have taken care of this person a lot, nurtured this person a lot in the past. So with the fox, there is a little bit of them, you know, trying to say the right thing, you know, saying what you want to hear rather than, you know, what they think that you want to hear, rather than the full truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. But it's kind of like they're coming in and telling you, these are my emotions, da 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 da. But it's like, it's kind of coming across more as the emotions that they think that you want them to feel, rather than their true emotions. Because I'm still feeling that I can't let you get too close to me card. They're still not fully, you know, being fully vulnerable and open with that fox energy. Okay, the fox is someone who, you know, they're serving their own purpose. They're saying what they think that you want to hear. They think they're being really clever about the way that they're coming across. But just intuitively, I do feel that, you know, Capricorn, you probably will be able to feel your way through that. Capricorns are pretty good at seeing through the BS, so I'm pretty sure you guys will. You know, you'll know what's going on, especially with this as a bit of a clue for you. But yeah, so that's clarified by communication. So definitely some sort of communication coming through from this person, I feel, you know, in the near future. It's pretty quick here. So I would sort of say, you know, within the next couple of weeks even. But yeah, just be careful that you don't let this person manipulate your feelings, or take advantage of your, you know, your caring, nurturing nature, Capricorn. But, you know, you are more than welcome to check your other placements, or check your person's placements as well. Cross-watch that one. But for now, we will move on over to Aquarius. Okay. I'm just going to pause for a second and grab a drink. Okay, Aquarius, how are we today? I'm just looking at Aquarius and the person that they are not currently in contact with. No contact with Aquarius, please. Aquarius, we will be together again. Okay, this person has a lot of faith that this connection will come back around. I'm starting to understand our connection. So they're starting, they do feel as though there's a lot more, you know, going on with the energy of this connection. And that's why they're feeling that, you know, that this connection will come back around again. And pardon, that you know, there will be some sort of renewal of that contact between the two of you, you know, down the track. I wish I could take back my words. So they are also feeling some guilt about something that they've said to you. So even if they haven't said anything, you know, totally negative or anything like that, they are just sort of, you know, with that, I wish I could take back my words. I think they're kind of, it does actually feel like they're regretting telling you something, but not telling you something else. So it feels as though part of that is about, I wish I could take back holding back my words and not saying how I truly felt or thought about something. So it does feel as though that they did sort of not come forward and say that everything that they wanted to say, and they're wishing that they could go back and actually, you know, instead of saying whatever they said, that they could take those words back and tell you the full truth of how they thought or felt. Okay, that's just intuitively there. But it does sort of talk, that card does talk about taking back their words, but it does show us that there is guilt on their end of the way that things have ended between you and this person. Okay, Aquarius and the person they are not in contact with. Okay, so firstly we have the anchor. Okay, so you know it just keeps showing me with that anchor. It keeps showing me that we will be together again card. So it really does feel as though that they feel as though they're like it feels like they're 100% sure that this is going to come back around again. That this is solid. It's a secure connection, and it's going to come back around. Like they're very secure in that thought that they're going to be able, like I feel like I kind of want to say they're secure in themselves enough to think that they're going to be able to, wheedle their way back in with you, Aquarius. So it does feel like that for some of you, that they're just so confident that they're going to be able to work out a way to get back in contact with you and be back in your life, kind of a thing. It does feel like they're a bit overconfident here. Um, they're very stable and secure within themselves, and within this connection being, you know, not over yet. Okay, sorry, I've just wiped off all my lip gloss. Yeah, so they're very secure in this, yeah, and confident that this is going to. It's not over yet. They don't feel as though this is over yet at all. They feel as though they're stuck to you like glue, kind of a vibe with that card. Okay, but they are aware that you're in your bear energy. Okay, I do feel that this is you sitting in the bear energy here, Aquarius. So we do see this particular bear. He's a little teddy bear with a broken leg. I don't know why his poor leg is broken, but the bear energy is about, self-protection and putting your walls up, putting your guard up, and protecting yourself, being strong and powerful in your own right. And I feel like this is you. So there's a part of me that feels like your person feels, once again, very, like I'm just getting this person who's like, oh, I'm the strong, powerful, stable person. And of course, Aquarius, they'll jump at chance to get back with me, is what that maybe not for all of you. Okay, that maybe just I'm getting about maybe 50-50, that it's this person is like very overconfident that they're so strong and powerful, and maybe even a little bit domineering, that they think that they've got the right to you, is how it's kind of coming across. But you here, I'm feeling that you're quite in your own bear energy as well, which is good energy for you to be in, against that sort of vibe as well, because it's someone who's got their boundaries up, and you are going to be making sure that you're having your self-respect, you're looking after yourself and protecting yourself so that you don't end up with a broken leg. Okay, so I do feel as though you're a bit guarded against letting this person just trample all over you. So if they are a bit of a trampling type energy, which I am picking up that for at least a couple of you, there is this person is a bit of a trample energy. They try to take control of everything and tell you how you feel, that kind of a thing. Like I said, not everyone, okay, but you need to be your little bear self as well. So people try to come too close, you're more than welcome to rip their face off, okay? Rear up like a bear and protect your cubs, which, in this instance is your heart, so protecting yourself. Because then we do have the stork as well. So there is some new energy getting stirred up within this connection as well. So, I'm just going to grab one more to clarify that stork energy, please. One more to clarify the stork. I've gotten the child clarifying that there. So it does really feel as though, for maybe one or two of you, there's a pregnancy involved with this connection. That's definitely not everybody. But for the rest of you, that what is stirring up is I feel like this child is talking about immaturity. Like sometimes it can just be talking about, new adventures, new beginnings, and that would normally, you know, with the stork, it definitely would be talking about stirring up new beginnings within this connection. So if you are wanting a new beginning within this connection, it is there. But I do feel for a lot of you that this new energy that's getting stirred up is the immaturity of somebody. The child is, you know, the child is a child. They aren't grown yet. You know, and so I feel like for some of you, you are realizing, and that's why you've got your bear energy on, because you are realizing that this is a child in an adult body. Okay, so and you're kind of only just sort of realizing that you don't want to raise a child. You know, if you may be like me and you've already got children, like, why would I want more, like, that are already grown? I can, you know, I've already got one, thanks. That's plenty. You know, but you don't want to be looking after any of them, you know, adult babies sort of thing. So that's the kind of vibe I'm getting there, is that a couple of you are like realizing the immaturity levels of this person, and realizing that, you know, this person is like way more immature than I'm actually willing to put up with. I'm putting my little bear guard up against that, and I get my bear spray out, and, you know, not let anyone come too close to me. Okay, so that's what I've got for you, Aquarius. But you're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. Check that person's placements as well. But for now, we'll move over to Pisces. How are we today, Pisces? Just looking at the person that you are not currently in contact with. Okay, Pisces. Pisces and the person they are not currently in contact with, please. I want to feel that way again. Okay, so there's some element of the connection between you and this person where, you know, they want that feeling back. There's a certain feeling that they're like, they've lost that feeling from their life. They don't have that feeling. They want that back. They miss that feeling, that specific feeling. I can't grasp what feeling that is. I feel like for some of you within the collection the collection of Pisces, the collective, for some of you that feeling is, the odd thing is that this person is feeling, and they miss that feeling, it's not actually an emotion. Normally when I see the word feeling, you would think emotion, but it's not. For this person, it's not. You know what it is? For a lot of you, this is, I want to feel that way again. I want to feel like I'm in control again. That's what that feeling is for quite a lot of you. They miss feeling like they're in control of somebody. Okay. I am not available. So normally I don't read this as this person is you know, normally I read this as like this person is not emotionally available, and that definitely could be the case as well. But I feel like this means that this person is not actually like available, that they're already in another connection. Okay, I couldn't let you get too close to me. All right, so there was definitely parts of this person that they knew that if they allowed you too close, that you could be the one thing that destroyed them, Pisces. I do get, when I see this card, it always gives me that sense of somebody who acts from fear, because they're like, they don't want to give 100% of themselves to you, because if they give 100% of themselves to you, then you have that control over that. You have that control over their heart, over them, of being able to break them. You know what I mean? So it's kind of that vibe of, I don't want to let you too close, because then you will hurt me. And so as soon as you start getting too close to me, I'm going to run away and F it up, because, you know, I would rather be the one to destroy things than allow someone else to destroy me, which, you know, which really kind of annoys me. But as a Capricorn who is a very head first, dive right in person, I would rather run the risk of getting hurt in order to also run the risk of this being, you know, the best thing ever. Like, whereas this person is like, I won't even risk this being happily ever after, the best thing ever, even if, like, because I'm too scared of being hurt and that it's going to destroy me, and I'll rather run away and destroy it before it destroys me. It's kind of like someone thinking very pessimistically that, you know, of course this is going to destroy me. There's no chance that this could be the best thing ever. You know, whereas when it's like that though, if it's giving someone the opportunity to destroy you, it's like that kind of means that it's one or the other. It could be the best thing ever, or it could destroy you. There's not as much middle ground if you're giving 100% and someone else is giving 100% of themselves. It's one or the other kind of vibe. It's not middle ground stuff, and they were middle ground stuff, and they ran away when it got too real. Okay. When you started to see too close to the truth of this person, they, you know, their fear took over and they run away. Okay. Pisces and the person they are not currently in contact with. And just a clarifier for that third card, please. Wow, I've definitely shuffled the deck, but Aquarius had very similar cards, Pisces. So you may be on the cusp, or you may have strong Aquarius placements as well. Or this person that you're dealing with has strong Aquarius placements. Because the cards are very, very similar. There's only one card that is different, okay? So firstly, we do have the anchor coming through. So that feels like this person saying, I want to feel that way again. That, you know, what I sort of intuitively felt that's about control. They want to feel control again. They want to feel secure in their control. They want to feel, you know, that you depend on them, that you rely on them for stability and security. That, you know, they feel like, why isn't Pisces stuck without me? Pisces must be stuck without me. I was the only dependable thing for them. Oh my goodness, Pisces, I'm sorry. I do not particularly like this person's energy. I'm sorry. So if you're cross-watching, take that as you will, I suppose. You know, you will know if you're being honest with yourself, if this is for your situation or not. We also do have the Sun card, okay? So the Sun card is all about happiness, but it can also be about things coming to light, which, you know, it has fallen out on top of this I am not available card. So it may definitely come to light, you know, that this person already is in another connection. I am feeling strongly that there is, you know, they're not available, like they're physically not available because they're already with somebody else, okay? Or you may as well, but it's going to come to light. Some things are going to come to light and be revealed about this connection. The things being revealed may just be about this person, you know, it feels like control, and it feels like they feel as though, oh, Pisces needs me to control them. Pisces they depend on me being the secure one and the stable one, like, which I feel like is total BS, Pisces. Like, I know a lot of Pisces, and that's definitely not the case for any of the Pisces I know. So I feel like this person is, maybe they need to reveal to themselves the truth of that, and the fact that Pisces does not actually need this person's stability. Pisces is a person all on their own. We also do have the stork. Okay, so the stork is about all brand new energy getting stirred up. And then I have clarified that with the bear. Okay, so the new energy that's getting stirred up, Pisces, is the need to put up boundaries. Okay, so this is you needing to put up boundaries with that bear energy, needing to protect yourself, needing to stand strong and powerful in your own right. Okay, so if there is any element of truth, Pisces, in you relying on this person and needing to, this person anchoring you, holding you steady, if there is any truth to that, you need to work on your own protection and your own boundaries and your own strength. Okay, because like I said, I do know quite a few Pisces, and you guys are strong, and you guys have a lot more power than you let yourselves believe sometimes. So, stir that energy up in yourself. That's the brand new energy you need to stir up within yourself, that inner strength, that beautiful Pisces power that you have. Okay, those inner boundaries, you need to make sure they're nice and firm and strong, and that you're not going to let anyone walk all over you. And you know what? When we see that, I couldn't let anyone get too close to me. There's the bear all over again. It's actually what you need to be doing, Pisces, not letting anyone get too close to you, not allow this person to continue to think that they are this anchor for you, that you are your own anchor in life. You are your own ship that's going to set sail whenever you want, and you can pull up your anchor and set sail. You can drop that anchor and hold yourself steady. You don't need this person to do that. You don't need to let this person get too close to you. You need to protect yourself and put your guard up. Okay, I am a little bit biased here, Pisces, because I am feeling this person's energy. And like I said, the person that I am picking up on, I personally am not a fan of that energy. If you're going to know for yourself whether that resonates for you and the person that you are currently not in contact with. If that's not for you, you're more than welcome to check your other placements. Any strong placements that you have, your moon, your rising, your Venus especially, probably in a no contact one. I do find sometimes the Venus comes through strongly, but you can even cross watch the person's sign as well, and see what comes out in that one as well, if this doesn't resonate for you at all, because like I said, I am being quite strong when I'm reading this energy. It's coming through quite strong that it is a specific energy, and that may not suit everyone within the collective. Okay, so you're more than welcome to check your other placements. Okay, but for now we will move on over to Aries. Okay, Aries, how are we today? Just looking at the person that you are not currently in contact with. Okay, Aries and the person that they are not currently in contact with, please. I hid who I really am from you. Okay, so there was elements of this person that you didn't see, that you maybe didn't experience. If you just trying to think of an example there, but there is some sort of layer to this person that you have not seen, whether that be a good layer or a bad layer. You maybe haven't actually seen the full extent of who this person really is. There was something, that they have hidden about who they are from you, Aries. I know that I crossed the line with you. Okay, so they do know that they push some sort of boundary, that they pushed maybe you just in general too hard, something along like those lines. I know that I crossed the line with you, so there was some sort of line that you put up, some sort of boundary that you put up, that they tried to push, and they probably did push you a little bit there, Aries. I do also have just being near you is intoxicating. So this person, I'm getting that vibe, especially with that I hid who I really am from you, and just being near you is intoxicating. That the time that you spent with this person, they were kind of under like I'm just feeling that vibe of like they were under that love spell type of thing. They were totally intoxicated by you, and maybe they hid who they really are from you because they wanted to try to be the person that you needed them to be, or the person that they thought that you wanted them to be. Um, it's kind of, yeah, like they were just so wrapped up in their feelings for you that they were so intoxicated by you, Aries, that they maybe didn't show the full truth of who they are to you. But I feel like, yeah, I do feel like it's kind of like that they were so, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it does feel like they're kind of under a love spell, so to speak. Whenever they're around you, they can't get their words out. They mess everything up because they're just so taken by you, and that they're not able to show you who they really are because they're just so focused on you, Aries, is kind of what I'm feeling. That it's like as soon as you're around, they're just like Aries, 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 and they just forget who they even are. That it's kind of that sort of a vibe. Okay. Aries and the person that they are not currently in contact with. Can I just get clarity for that third card, please? Clarity for that third card. I will grab another one for that in a moment. But firstly, we do have the ship, Aries. So the ship is all about new adventures, new journeys, traveling distances, those sorts of things. But we also have the coffin coming out. So it's kind of letting us know that this person, they feel as though the journey has ended. The coffin is all about death and rebirth. So this person has kind of, given up on the journey. They've like when I see that, I know I crossed the line with you. It kind of feels like they've already traveled too far, and now that they know that it needs to end, that they need to find closure. So I feel like this person is now, traveling towards finding closure rather than traveling towards you, Aries. They do feel as though this could have been a huge adventure. This could have been the start of a huge journey with you, but it is now ending or ended. And they're trying to, repurpose that coffin energy. They're trying to, find the rebirth in the death, and really sort of trying to, close the lid on this stuff with you, and move forward in a totally brand new way, because we do then have the scythe. Okay, so that's all about, a sudden change, a sudden break from the past, unexpectedly, changing the way that they're dealing with this situation, acting about this situation, and then we do have that clarified by the garden. Okay, so that really does sort of let us know that, the sudden change that this person is experiencing when they are looking for a new beginning here, the sudden change is that they maybe are going to be meeting somebody very soon. The garden is about, getting out and about in public, meeting new people, meeting up with people, going on dates, all that sort of stuff. They may have, they may be getting invitations or proposals from elsewhere. But I'm just going to grab one more to clarify this garden energy is that has clarified that change. Is that garden energy talking about meeting Aries or meeting elsewhere. Clarify the garden. Who is this person Aries is not in contact with? Where is the garden taking this person that Aries is not currently in contact with? Yeah, so we do have the stars clarifying that there. So this person is, maybe focusing on other wishes that they have, meeting other wishes, making other wishes come true, rather than, it feels like maybe they're not even focusing on love, even though we do see the giant heart behind those stars there. That is all about wish fulfillment, dreams turning into reality. Having hope and optimism that they maybe will be meeting somebody new. This does feel as though they are trying to make sudden changes to the things that they're wishing for, and meeting other wishes rather than the wish of, because it does feel like with that ship there, it does feel as though they wished upon this journey, but now that is ending, and they're wishing maybe on other journeys, or new journeys altogether. So it does feel like they are making some sort of unexpected change, and especially too if they are meeting somebody new, this new person maybe everything that they wished for, everything that they wished they could have had with you, this new person may actually be for this person. So I do sort of feel like for a lot of you Aries that the person that you're not currently in contact with will be meeting somebody new very, very soon, because there was a lot of quickness in those cards as well. So I dare say that would be happening soon if they're meeting somebody new. So if you're not in contact with that person, will need to take that on board, that they may be meeting somebody new soon, that they may be focusing on other wishes other than love connections. They may be sort of focusing on other things altogether at the moment, and you know feeling as though everything with you, the journey with you, has now ended, Aries. So if you do want to renew contact with that person, maybe take that on board, that they feel as though the possibility has ended with you, Aries. That if you want to change that, obviously something needs to happen to change that idea in their head that it's over completely. Okay. That's what we have for you, Aries. You're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course, or check your person's sign as well. Sometimes those cross watches are very informative. Okay, but for now we will move on over to Taurus. How are we today, Taurus? Just looking at the person that you are not currently in contact with. Okay, Taurus and the person they are not currently in contact with. I will wait for a sign from you. So they're waiting on you. Okay. You speak to me through music. So they probably do feel as though, a lot of, I'm just getting that vibe of someone sitting there listening to, heartbreak songs, or songs about love, and wishing that that was the sign from you that you still love them, or whatever. So very interesting. If there was a specific song between you, they may be sort of listening to that on repeat or something along those lines. But they are waiting for a sign from you that you want contact. I do feel as though, straight away, I kind of do feel as though this person won't reach out. They're kind of waiting on you, Taurus. And I do also have, I regret lying to you. So, whether you know or do not know about that, whatever the lie is, I do feel when I see that card, a lot of the time I do feel as though that's not outright lying. That's just lying by omission. Not telling you the full extent of their feelings, and that's sort of the lie. Okay, but we'll have a look here, Taurus, with the lenormand. Taurus and the person they are not currently in contact with, please. Okay, is that this person that Taurus is not currently in contact with? Okay, so Taurus, what we're seeing here, pretty straightforward. I do have the scythe, okay, which does talk about something sudden, unexpected happening, a sudden change coming through. We do then have the garden, okay, so we can see that this is a little Zen garden. There is a little building here in the distance, and this is sort of like the rocks in the concentric circles. So it is like a little Zen garden. So that talks about meetings and meeting up with people. um, so I have clarified to ask, is that sudden unexpected meeting, because that's what we're seeing here, a sudden unexpected meeting, is that with this person that you're not currently in contact with? I did get a yes card, the clover, which is good fortune, taking chances, taking a risk. So I do feel as though there is going to be a sudden or unexpected chance meeting with this person. Okay, you may be out in public somewhere. The garden does talk about public spaces. So, public gardens, beaches, parks, libraries, museums, all those sorts of public zones. Even just, walking into someone down the street, that sort of thing, at the shopping centre, at the supermarket, a sudden unexpected plot twist. Oh, look, there's that person, and it does feel as though it's just a chance meeting, just a totally random chance meeting, running into that person. But we do see the key, which kind of lets us know that it is going to lead to success. All right, so the key does unlock brand new doors and opens opportunities for success. So there will actually be opportunities for this to, be a chance meeting that may actually lead to some successful outcomes between you and this person, regardless of what those outcomes are that you're wanting. So sometimes those successful outcomes are just closure, because, closure sometimes is important for the things that we, do need. And, if you are wanting closure and that's all you're wanting, that may be that success that you're finding. If you're wanting to, reconcile with this person, that may be the success that we're finding with that person. Okay, but yeah, sudden chance meeting, bumping into that person, Taurus. Let me know in the comments, because that scythe energy is pretty quick too. So, it would be the next few days even for some of you, but, maybe within the next few weeks. But let me know in the comments if you do bump into them. I always love their feedback, guys. I really do. Okay, but for now, we'll move on over to our Geminis. How are we today, Gemini? Just looking at the person that you are not currently in contact with. Okay, Gemini and the person they are not currently in contact with. Let me shuffle again. Gemini and the person they are not in contact with. Okay, I look for you everywhere. Okay, so that's the kind of vibe of, seeing your face in strangers everywhere they go. They're kind of looking around, hoping that they're randomly going to run into you. Okay, so unless if this person is a Taurus, just be warned, you very well may in the next few days, because Taurus did just get a chance meeting coming up. But it really is that, everywhere they go, they're looking to see if they can see you in the crowd. But I am afraid to contact you. So for some reason they're not willing to make the first contact. They, if this is obviously no contact, and they're actually afraid to contact you. It feels like they're worried of what you'll say. They're fearful that, you will just go, I don't want anything to do with you, leave me alone, because they know they messed up everything. I know I messed up everything. So, that they're feeling a lot of guilt about whatever's happened between the two of you, and feeling quite a lot of responsibility for what's happened, and that they are very aware that they I feel as though it's like that they feel like they lost their chance, that they did something irreversible to the connection, and that's why they feel like if they were to call you or something, that you would probably just yell at them and say, go away. All right. Gemini and the person that they are not currently in contact with. Okay, can I just ask, clarify this message for Gemini. Is this person the person that Gemini is not currently in contact with? Okay, that's a no. All right. Okay, Gemini, we are seeing the stork first and foremost. Okay, so that's brand new energy getting stirred up for you. So I do feel as though, this person's afraid to contact you, but you seem to be, taking flight on your own, stirring up brand new stuff in your own life. Not too worried, I don't feel, about this no contact situation. You are, focusing on stirring up brand new stuff, building your nest elsewhere, so to speak. We also do have the dog energy. Okay, so you're probably relying on quite a lot of friendships at the moment. This is the card of friendship, loyalty, support, companionship. So some of you may be meeting, new friends, new people that are going to, become companions for you, that are going to, I kind of want to say replace this connection. So whether this is a love connection or a platonic connection, you will be sort of finding a new connection that takes that spot, okay, for you. Because when I've asked if this is that person, no, we're getting a clear no there. That's the cross saying, that no, that past person is a burden. That no contact person, you feel that's just a bit of a burden, and if you were to try to contact them, it would just put burden on your shoulders. So this is a brand new, stirring up a new friendship, stirring up new loyalties, stirring up new companions, okay, for yourself. And what we're also seeing is the fish here. So I know they're not fish, they're hammerhead sharks, but this is the fish card, which does talk about abundance and wealth and good fortune. Okay, so you're going to probably have, plenty of fish in the sea as well, comes through with this card, especially when we're looking at people. So you maybe not be stirring up just one new relationship, you may be actually stirring up multiple. So if this is a love connection, this sort of would indicate that you are looking elsewhere, that you're out dating, out on the prowl, so to speak, with the sharks in the water there. You're sort of putting yourself in the water and letting the sharks circle. So very interesting. It definitely does sort of point towards, you dating elsewhere, not dealing with this no contact situation, and sort of looking around at what other fishies are available to you, what's in the water that, might take a bite. Whereas, even if it's a platonic connection, it does feel as though, you are just looking for a new companion who is actually going to help, create an abundance within you, and within that connection, within the loyalty of that connection. It's heading towards, abundance and a wealth of, I want to say happiness, and just that loyalty and companionship kind of feeling, that support, a wealth of support for you. So even if it is a platonic connection, it's still looking quite positive for you, and you're just sort of moving right along into fresh waters, so to speak, Gemini. Okay, so you're more than welcome to check your other placements, of course. But for now, we shall move on over to our Cancers. Hey, Cancer, how are we? Just looking at the person that you're not currently in contact with. Okay, Cancer. Cancer and the person they are not currently in contact with, please. At the bottom of the deck, I love you unconditionally, Cancer. I want to feel that way again. So I'm kind of feeling that's why I felt drawn to show you the bottom of the deck. They want to feel like they love you unconditionally again. So it does feel as though there is a lot of unconditional love there, but they want to be able to share that with you and express that to you, and they want to actually feel that again. They're maybe feeling a bit lost connection. With the no contact, they're probably feeling that's starting to get a little bit lost in translation a little bit, because they do want to tell you how they feel as well. So once again, they want to show you, they want to express that to you, but they are aware that it's time for me to heal now. So they are going through some healing and self-growth and taking care of themselves as well. But yeah, at the end of the day, that no contact, there's unconditional love there. So if this is something that you sort of do want to see come back around again, that they do want, like we are seeing two cards that say, I want, they do want you, Cancer. I want to feel and I want to tell you how I feel. So there's a lot of emotion there, that unconditional love. There's a lot of emotion. Cancer and the person that they are not currently in contact with, please. Okay, Cancer, I feel like this is actually similar energy to what we saw in the weeklies for you as well. But we do firstly have the lily coming through. So the lily is all about, once again, that emotion, that they're really they've got this expressed intimacy with you, with your energy. There's a strong emotional connection between that they feel towards you. There's a lot of emotion with that lily coming through, and it's a card of longevity as well. So they really want you in their life long term, is the kind of vibe I'm getting from that, because once again, we do have the heart coming through. Okay, I'll just double check, because I'm pretty sure this is the one that's been confusing me, right? Because there's two. No, that is the heart. 24. That is definitely the heart. I'll just double check anyway. But I'm like 24. The number should be the heart. Yeah, definitely the heart. Definitely. I just wanted to double check, because there is another card. There is quite a few cards, because they're based on playing cards. Quite a few cards have the heart picture in them. But this is like a heart with, trumpets coming out of it. So it's kind of like, wanting to express that love, wanting to tell you how much they love you, wanting to, shout it from the rooftops, basically. That they want to love you forever kind of vibe with that lily there. So they love you unconditionally. That the heart really does talk about unconditional love once again. So we are seeing that twice in your reading today, Cancer, that unconditional love, that strong emotion towards you. And then we do have the masculine. Okay, so the masculine is all about, they're trying to control these feelings. They're trying. I feel like with the cards we're seeing that, they are trying. That's their healing. That they're trying to control these feelings, and I feel like they're struggling big time. But anyway, the masculine is someone who does try to control feelings and not be emotional all the time. So they are really trying to hold back this giant well of feelings that they've got towards you, Cancer. The masculine is someone non-emotional. They're trying to be cold and trying to be, more reserved about the way that they feel about you. And that may be part of why we're no contact at the moment, because this person is actually trying to hold back their emotion. They have so much emotion to show you, and they want to show you, but it's like this internal struggle, because we've got all these feelings. So we've got like 4 cards of feelings, but then 1 card that's holding them all back. This masculine trying to hold back all that feeling, so there's a lot of feelings there that aren't being expressed. And the masculine can be sort of, the masculine is very shy and reserved, and well, not shy, but like they hold back on those feelings. So they're being very stoic and really holding back. I just keep getting the holding back. I am just going to get you one more. Should Cancer expect the person's feelings to overcome the masculine energy? Oh, that's interesting, because it's a yes, but. That's a yes, but, okay, because that's the Tower. So this is like, yes, but this is all in the past. These feelings are from the past. So it's kind of like, I'm just getting very intuitively here. I'm picking up on something intuitively here, that it's kind of like if you were to reach out to them, Cancer, they would not be able to hold back. But at the moment, they are going to be able to hold back, because they keep telling themselves, this is the past, this is the past, this is the past. We're not in contact, we're not in contact, we're not in contact. I can't tell them this, I can't. At the moment, it's just coming through as a lot of, wanting the past back, wanting to feel that way again, wanting to tell you how they feel. They have all this love and emotion for you, but they're aware that, especially too with that, it's time for me to heal now, that they are trying to hold it in the past. They are trying to hold all that emotion in the past and tell themselves, it's in the past, it's in the past. Should Cancer reach out to this person? Should Cancer reach out to this person? I'm so nosy. Yes, stir up new energy. Stir up new energy with this person, because, I'm just getting this vibe that if you were to sort of send them a message or call them or something like that, they would not be able to hold back all this emotion. It's still very current in their energy, all this emotion for you. So I feel like, Cancer, if you message them and said, I just want to know how you feel about me. Can we talk about feelings? This person would be like, yes, because I've got a lot. Once again, Cancer, like I said in the weekly readings, I'm kind of feeling that the person on the other side is someone very similar to myself. So once again, Mr. Cancer Moon, if you're watching. Of the likely things that would never happened. Sorry, I think I'm funny. But anyway, you're more than welcome to check your other placements or check your person's placements as well. Okay, but we will move on over to Leo. How are we today, Leo? Just looking at the person that you are not currently in contact with. Leo and the person they are not currently in contact with, please. I will wait for a sign from you. Okay, so they're waiting on you, Leo. They're wanting you to reach out to them rather than them reaching out to you. I hope that you can forgive me one day. So they're just waiting for that day when you reach out and say, I've forgiven you. That, because they know they crossed a line with you. Okay, they know that they pushed some sort of boundary, that they did something wrong. They are aware of it and they are feeling a bit guilty about it. They hope that you can forgive them one day, and they're waiting for you to forgive them so that they will hear from you, or that they will see some sort of sign that you're ready for them to come back into their life. Okay, so I do feel as though this person does not feel like this is over, Leo. Okay, Leo and the person that they are not currently in contact with. Pretty straightforward message, Leo. So what I just sort of was talking about, we do have the coffin energy first and foremost. So they know that it's over for now, because the coffin is all about death and rebirth, endings and new beginnings. Okay, so this person, they know that it's ended, but they're waiting for the new beginning. They know you've closed the lid on it now, but I am feeling very strongly that they're feeling that there's more to come, that this is not over, that there's a new beginning to be had in the future. And they're waiting for you to take a risk, to take a chance, to, for their good fortune to come through. This is the Clover card there. It also has the bull in that image too. So your person may be a Taurus or have a strong Taurus sign as well, but they're waiting on that chance, new beginning, that the new beginning to the new beginning for the. I feel like it's Leo takes a risk to let me know they've forgiven me, or something along that, Leo to take a chance on me again. And we do have the scythe as well, so that's a sudden or unexpected change. So that would be the change that they're wanting, that reconciliation, that they do. It does feel very intuitively, but I'm also backing this up by the cards that they know that this has ended for now, but they're waiting for you to sort of risk a sudden unexpected change by coming back towards them. I do feel like this person is waiting for you to come back towards them, and for you to sort of just suddenly, unexpectedly, out of nowhere, message them, or take a chance and take a risk on restarting this with them. Okay, so I do feel as though this person is still holding on. I will wait for a sign from you, Leo. They are still waiting on you. Okay, but you're more than welcome to check your other placements, or check your cross-watch your person's sign as well. But I will move on over to our Virgos. How are we today, Virgo? Just looking at the person that you're not currently in contact with. Okay, Virgo and the person they are not currently in contact with, please. I lost myself for a little while. So they felt like when they were with you that they kind of lost touch with who they really were, that they lost a part of themselves because they were so enamored with you, Virgo. They do feel as though, when they were with you, that it was overwhelmingly you, and not so much themselves. Okay, that they lost themselves for a little while, but they are becoming a better person. So that leads me to believe that they are getting back in touch with who they are, who they truly are, who they want to be. It does feel like some sort of self-growth going on for this person. I know that I crossed the line with you, so they are aware of the things that they've done. Pardon. There is a level of awareness, self-awareness, especially with that I am becoming a better person. there is a strong, self-awareness coming through from this person, that they are aware that they crossed some sort of a line with you, that they did do or say something, wrong or hurtful or whatever it was in your particular situation, and they are trying to grow as a person, so that they're not going to be doing those same things in the future, so whether with you or somebody else, it does feel like they're focused on growing and becoming better, and using all these negative experiences that you may have experienced with this person, is using them as like lessons, and learning how to be better than that in the future. Pardon me. Okay, Virgo. Virgo and the person they are not currently in contact with. Okay, is this towards Virgo or elsewhere? Is this towards Virgo? Okay, Virgo. So we do firstly have the key. So this person is opening up. They're it's like the key to their heart, opening up their heart, unlocking their heart to you. Really, really open. I feel like too, this has got to do with that self growth. They're really opening up to themselves and being a bit more honest with themselves, and trying to unlock those parts of themselves that they felt like they lost and that they weren't in touch with. They are trying to learn those lessons and open brand new opportunity with you. The key does unlock doors. So one of the doors that it does feel like they are trying to unlock, it is you yourself, Virgo. They are trying to sort of work out how to open that door back up to you, and reconcile. I feel, but just intuitively, I do feel that this person does want to reconcile with you. We do also have the heart. So straight away, trying to unlock that heart to you and for you, so for themselves, unlocking that heart, unlocking their heart, unlocking your heart, wanting to open the doors to their heart for you, and wanting to open the door of your heart for them. So I'm definitely seeing reconciliation, or the want for that reconciliation, that there is, they are sort of realizing that there is a lot of sort of unconditional love that this person does have for you, because we also do have the dog card. Okay, so the dog card is a card of friendship, and it can also talk about loyalty, understanding, and companionship as well. So it does feel as though that love that this person has from you, it's stemming from the sense of companionship, the sense of understanding and friendship, the basis in friendship that this connection has. So regardless of whether it's a platonic or romantic connection, there is a strong basis in friendship and understanding and compassion between each other. And it feels like too, I really keep getting drawn to that I am becoming a better person card. So it really feels like, for some of you, this person is actually, one of the things that they're trying to better themselves is their sense of loyalty. I feel that they are actually trying to work on their sense of loyalty. So that leads me to believe that, in the past, loyalty may have been an issue, before you guys were no contact. That may have been part of the reason you being no contact, because of some sort of loyalty issue between you and this person, whereas they're really sort of trying to overcome that, and trying to take that on board, and become a better person, become a more loyal person, so that they can give you the loyalty that you deserve, is kind of where I'm going with that. And I do have that all clarified with the ring. Okay, so this person really does want to reconcile with you. They want to renew this cycle with you. They want to renew their vow to you. They want to, reconcile this connection with you, this relationship with you. So even if that's a platonic connection, I do feel like majority of you, that is actually a romantic connection, since we do have the heart and the ring coming out, as well as that key, so they're all sort of leading me to believe that it is more of a romantic connection, but it definitely could be a platonic connection too, with that dog card there. But either way, it's kind of like that unconditional love that you don't need to be in a romantic situation to understand that unconditional love, and that they want to reconnect and renew their vow to you as a friend even, so whichever that is for you, platonic or romantic. I do feel, just once again, I do feel for a lot of you that that's romantic. But there really is a strong chance for reconciliation for for this person when it comes to you. They are really working on themselves, so it is coming through very strongly in the energy that they are actually doing the work. Okay, so if that's something that has been a question to you, like can they actually change? Will they actually change? It does feel as though they are. Okay, it does feel as though that they are actually trying to change, and I'm just intuitively feeling that they're trying to work out how to open that door to you. So I do feel as though this person may be reaching out in the near future. They're trying to work out exactly how to open that door and to communication once again. So I'm just sort of intuitively feeling that, with these sorts of cards, there's usually going to be some sort of communication in the near future. Since it hasn't come out in this reading, it may take a little bit longer. They're growing. They're doing the work. Okay, so I'll grab you one just to check. How's that? Okay, Virgo. Virgo. When should Virgo expect this person to reach out to Virgo? Yeah. So I do have a timing card here. It is the card of new beginnings, the child there, the new beginnings. So we're seeing a grey coloured spot here. So that's the mid-turn. So it's not super soon, but it's not super far either. So I would sort of say maybe a month to 2 months with that particular card. I would sort of be looking at somewhere in the next couple of months. They probably will reach out to you. Okay, Virgo. But that's what I have for you today. You are more than welcome to check your other placements or check your person's placements and cross watch. That's fine as well. But hopefully I will see you all again soon.